Hello, Glitch the What If here, and we're gonna do what if Deku was hated by Class 1A and the teachers. Okay, to the teachers, the quirks are everything in this world. Deku is the reincarnation of Neja because of the reincarnation cycle, the idea from Neja Reborn. Somehow he slipped out of the world of ancient China and brought into the world of quirks. Deku like Deku doesn't have a quirk. He only has a little bit of enhanced strength, enhanced speed from Neja's abilities, but he really doesn't have all of them, and he doesn't have his full strength and his full speed. Deku doesn't get one for all in this one. The whole Class 1A and the teachers, they all hate him, and Class 1B. Yeah, Class 1B is in this too. They all hate him. He doesn't know why, but they keep quiet about it because he has a strength enhancement quirk. Well, kind of enhancing a little enhanced abilities quirk. But Bakugo still bullies him. Bakugo is no. Suddenly a white portal appears under all their desks, and the teachers in Class 1B's room and Class 1A. The same things happen. They fall into the portal and they meet the Jade Emperor. I don't have a picture. They meet the Jade Emperor. Now the Jade Emperor gives them their wishes. Gives them one wish for primary wish, and they have a secondary wish. So all my first wish is to have more strength, cause he's a muscle head. And wait, no, not more strength. Enhanced healing to where he's basically immortal, and the secondary wish is to have gauntlets. Bakugo wishes to be able to more control his explosions, kind of like Black Whip, but he doesn't have it that controlled. And then then his secondary wish is that he can make things explode just by putting a mark on them, and the mark appears on his hand. Basically, Mina asked for the same thing, but with her acid. Then no. The Jade Emperor gave them those abilities. Then Momo, she doesn't have to know the material. She can just make it. She can make diamond, coal, and other stuff. But the ability on the armor is that it has 1% enhanced speed, strength, and defense, but it isn't that strong because Deku in the future will be able to break it. And everybody gets their wish so Izuku doesn't get nothing, so the whole class thinks he's weak. So the Jade Emperor says, we're going to be taking you down like an elevator type portal so you could go to your thing. And if one of y'all jumps out of the circle or gets pushed out of it, it'll take us a long time to find you. So the whole class knows what Bakugo's about to do. They intentionally put Bakugo by Deku. And Deku gets pushed off. And Deku's like, dang. He says, dang. And Bakugo is just saying it into that stupid loser. He'll never amount to anything in his life. Deku hits his head and blacks out, and he gets all the memories of his reincarnation, and he knows how to use his fire spear, and his sword, but we're not going to get into that yet. Deku wakes up. He knows how to change all his abilities. He has all the abilities of Neja. His strength is superhuman now. His speed superhuman. Defense superhuman. Yeah, and basically jumping as well. All his abilities superhuman. And he can control fire. So what Deku do is keep condensing the fire and trying to make it hotter and hotter. He gets to white flames, then black flames, then every other color, then every other color. Then he's just condensing it so much that he tries to make rainbow flames. And he makes rainbow flames, which is the strongest flame. Then he passes out. And in his mindscape, let's just say that the clothes he's wearing in this picture right here were left for him. Were left for him. And when he gets out of the spear was left there for him too. Cause was left there for him too. Yeah. And then after that Deku cultivates he cultivates for a long time. Then after he's done, he's manifested a sword. Let me tell you about it. He cultivated and then made a sword. And there was something inside the sword. And every how much powerful you get, the more smarter and the thing inside the sword evolves. Gets smarter and stronger, basically. And Deku's sword looks like this. Deku's sword looks like this. Yeah. I don't know why I said that twice. And Deku's spirit looks like this. Then, then after that, he keeps cultivating, getting stronger and stronger. Then he sees if he has an animal or a baby. Because if you get stronger and stronger, the thing inside your cultivation, I forgot what it's called, can keep growing and evolving. And when Izuku let it out, it looked like this. Yeah. Yeah, it had those same clothes. And the thing is, his name is Aruto. We're gonna name him that. He says, "So you are my master. I am Aruto. I'm Aruto." And yeah, Izuku's like, "What do you mean, master?" And Aruto says, "I was the thing inside your cultivation sword that you sensed, and since you kept cultivating, I evolved and became a human." And let's just say that Deku's yeah, the guy that I just showed you that came from the sword is basically he's super smart. He has fighting techniques, and he also can control fire, but the type of fire he has is just red flames. Red flames, but these red flames are different. They're so hot, they're as hot as the sun. And they're the second strongest flame. Yeah, sun flame. No, hell flame. Yeah, hell flame. That's the one, hell flame. And oh, and Deku remembers one thing, that he has wives. In the reincarnation cycle, Deku has Deku mm, Deku fought the female Sun Wukong, and in the midst of battle, she fell in love with him. After a few weeks, he fell in love with her. They went on dates in the God realm. They they got married. On the night of marriage, they did some bedtime sparring. If you know, you know, you know. Yeah. And the same thing basically happened with all the other ships, like the dragon goddess. The dragon goddess. Same thing happened. They got married. They did it. But sadly, in all the reincarnations, he died to this woman's father, the Demon King, which isn't a demon. I should be saying Dragon King. And yeah, this. Oh, This is the Jade Emperor's daughter. They fell in they fell in they fell in love. The Jade Emperor's daughter always liked Neja, and when they got the chance to meet, she expressed her feelings, and Neja felt the same way. So flashback, Aruto goes back into Deku's sword. Yeah, 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 yeah. Goes back into Deku's sword, and Deku, uh, he has 4 arms, and let's just say that every equipment that Neja had was left for him in the mindscape, or he just found it at his shrine, like his fire wheels that helps him fly. And Neja actually has 4 arms that could come out of his sides, but he can also put them back. Deku learned that as well. Flashback, he tried to do something, but he tried to do something with his fire, but he accidentally made his 4 arms come out, and he was freaked out by this. But then Naruto comes out of the sword and reassures him that those are one of his those are one of his abilities. Those are one of his abilities. Extra arms, since he has the demon pill. Demon pill. Deku says, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Deku has a non-caring attitude. If you disrespect him, you're dead, or you're getting beaten half to death. In the flashback, so he goes up to the goddess realm and meets them one by one. They all cry, hug him, get back together. When they all meet, they have a thunderbolt looking at all of each other, and they all agree that it was Deku's fault for him not telling them. And he was like, "How is it my fault? Reincarnation cycle, hello." But they all agree it's his fault. They beat him up. Then they reward him, if you know what I mean by that. But then after that, Deku teaches them in their specialized magics, since Deku could use a little bit of their magic, or where they just train, where they trying to get better with their magic. They all cultivate. Female Sun Wukong has earth magic, and this woman has wind magic, and she has water magic. And they're all fighting. Meanwhile, Class 1A is in China training with the Emperor's Guard, with the Emperor's Guards to get stronger. They don't know about cultivation. They're just getting stronger with their abilities by fighting each other, so and so, throwing each other around like ragdolls. I'm gonna just say this: Bakugo is the strongest one out of them, but the teachers are the strongest one out of the students, but the teachers are stronger than the students. Oh yeah, Aizawa's ability. He has no drawback on his quirk, and he can cancel out any type of magic. Any type of magic. So all of them like cultivate. Deku helps his sword's embodiment, Aruto, with his hell flame, because he couldn't really control it. But Deku helped him control it. Aruto can like control flames. He can make flames disappear. He can just wield flames. He can make flames into weapons and stuff. Basically all of that. But Deku, he trains him in that. Aruto cultivates to get even stronger and stronger. And sometimes these guys play with Aruto's face because he's just so cute. No homo. And here someone goes calling me. Dang, 14 minutes already? Well, I guess I have to end it off here. Didn't realize how long I was gone for. Sorry for the pause, I'm not gonna end it yet. Deku trains with his sword and spear. And his spear can also use fire as well. He just has to twist the top and fire comes out. Or, okay, I have to pause again because someone wants to be a dumb fuck and come in. Sorry for the pause. Deku trains with the sword and spear. He figures out the spear special ability. Then he figures out the sword special ability. The sword's special ability is that it's indestructible and it can slice through anything. And when he uses a little bit of power, the sword gets this aura around it that even if you come a little bit too close to it, you will be in ashes as soon as you walk up too close to it, you will burn to ashes if it has the aura around it. And Deku could turn the aura off and on. He only does it to people. He only turns the aura on for people he really doesn't like, but he could dim down the power to where you only get burned a little bit and you could heal from it. And this swamp monster comes out of the islands and takes one of the Emperor's top guards. We're gonna call him Shao Chang's daughter. And Deku notices this because he's just walking around the city, and Deku gets his spear out, and he can instantly tell where the monster is because the monster is basically water. It's a water monster. It turns into water to maneuver faster, and it eats children. And there's demons around in this world. Basically it's a sea demon, I guess. So Deku fights the sea demon. It's very strong, but not strong enough. Deku just uses his aura to burn it, but since it's a sea demon, it easily cancels it out with its water, but not after getting burned a little bit. I have to pause real quick. Not after getting burned a little bit, then Deku just slices his head off, saves the children, gives him back to Shao Chang, and Shao Chang is grateful, and he says, I owe my life to you for saving my daughter. Anything that will aid you in battle, I will help you with. He says that, then the Dragon King does not approve of his daughter dating some lowlife person like Deku. So Deku, they have an intense fight. The Dragon King keeps shooting magma at him through his mouth. Deku keeps dodging. He has the aura, but the aura isn't enough because the dragons have the ultimate defense, which is their scales. So Deku keeps trying to hit it till he realizes he has to use his rainbow flames, and he makes sure to leave some scales behind to infuse. He leaves a lot of scales behind, like 70 scales, and after that he takes the scales off before he actually hits him with the rainbow flames. Then after that, oh yeah, I forgot. Neja has this thing called the Cloth of Chaos. It's basically like a cloth that has a mind of its own. But we're gonna give that to him, but I just don't have a picture of it. Maybe wait for part 2 when I have a picture for it. And Deku just kills him. Then he infuses some scales within his body to make his defense stronger and his clothes to have the absolute defense. And then Deku does it for Sun Wukong. Doesn't need to do it for the Dragon Princess Goddess or whatever, because she already has the ultimate defense with her scales. And for the Jade Emperor's daughter, she doesn't need it because she has a barrier always protecting her because it's one of the gifts that her father gave to her. And the Jade Emperor likes Naja or Deku dating his daughter because he knows about the reincarnation cycle. And Deku and Bakugan friends are sitting here fighting demons, getting a little bit stronger. I would say their power level is around like 400k. 400k. The whole class is at 400k. Like teachers are at 700k power level wise. And then Bakugo is at 500k because he's a little bit above the class because he's been extra training. Deku's killing some demons and he runs into Bakugo and classmates killing demons. And they think Deku is a demon because of his sharp nails and the sign on his head because he's the demon pill like of the chaos pearl split into two. The other side of the chaos pearl is in her. She's a spirit pearl. She's a spirit pearl. That's why they felt connected when they met. That's why they loved each other. Yeah. So Deku just ensures them that he's not a demon. And Deku sees the beautiful girls with Izuku. And why do I keep saying it? Izuku sees the whole class and he's a little bit angry, but he stays calm. And Bakugo's like, you're probably not even that strong. I bet I can take all your girls. And the girls just want to run up and beat down on Bakugo half to death. But Izuku beats Bakugo. Then he says, who's next? I'll fight all of you at once if you want me to. Then the boys are like, that's awfully cocky. So Todoroki starts trying to fight him. What ice and fire can bind in him, but it's still not working because Deku's overwhelming flames. They all try to fight him. They fail. Even the girls and the boys come together to try to beat him, but they fail. The teachers that have a power level of 700k, I said, yeah, Aizawa tries to cancel out Deku's magic, but he can't. Deku just uses his aura with the sword a little bit to burn them. Then he just knocks all of them out because he really doesn't want to hurt them. Then he goes on his way killing demons, getting stronger with his wives, I should say, since they all technically got married. And he's letting Naruto kill some demons. So Naruto can get stronger with his magic and keep control over it. So yeah, basically they're all overpowered. All of the girls, since they trained with Izuku, have gotten 50 times stronger. They're 50 times stronger than their original selves when they first met Izuku or Naja. And basically, I think I'm going to end it off here. Yeah, I'm probably going to end it off here. Wait, no, I'm going to change up one thing. The Jade Emperor does not like Izuku dating his daughter, and the gods really do not like Neja at all because he's a demon pill and he's supposed to die from Ragnarok, the lightning bolt that strikes him, but he didn't die. He keeps reincarnating, and Deku's not gonna die from the lightning bolt. The lightning bolt's not even going to come because let's just say the lightning bolt has a mind of its own and it can sense the good in Izuku and it doesn't strike him. Yeah. Yeah, so all the gods hate Deku. So Deku's probably gonna have to fight all the gods and other parts of this what if, maybe not. And that's the end. Longest what if I've done.